Right, quick update on NEAR. So, in the past 4 hours, there's been a lot of brutal rejections on pretty much all the altcoins, and you can see we had this drawn on the daily. You can see there's a lot of candle body closes on there. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, it doesn't really look like a pattern. I mean, if anything, on the 4 hourly, you'd probably draw it something like this. I will keep this here for the 4 hour, but nonetheless, either way you look at it, it does look like we are breaking down to lower price targets. On the 4 hourly time frame, you know, where depending on which way you want to look at it, you can either say, and both of them are valid, you can either say we came back up to this trend line and we got rejected. You could also argue we came up to the 0.5, got rejected. We came into the 4 hourly EMAs and got rejected. All of them are completely valid. We have just been rejected from those three major areas of support / resistance, and it's just not a good sign. You can see, looking at our momentum indicators, the 4 hourly squeeze bomb is starting to taper down. Bulls are losing all the control that they've previously held in the past couple of days. The selling volume in the past 4 hours or so, obviously ignore this this tiny candle down here, because it literally opened like as I started recording this video or a minute later. But the past 8 hours before that, the selling volume was pretty decent. You can see if I move this out of the way, 3.1 million traded, predominantly sold over on near here, and 2.8 million here. So basically 6 million predominantly sold within the last 8 hours. So looking pretty brutal right now for NEAR. Why is NEAR doing this? Well, if we come over to Bitcoin, not surprisingly, as I always say in my altcoin videos, Bitcoin is the market leader. Bitcoin decides to take a dump, and that is pretty much the nail in the coffin. I always say this as well, a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. And as we've broken out, we did not reach the price target. We didn't even come anywhere near it. And then we broke right back down to the bottom. That, in my opinion, is a failed move. And like I said, a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. So 25,000 would be the price target of this channel for Bitcoin. I know this is a NEAR video, but I do just want to highlight that Bitcoin can get a lot uglier. And if Bitcoin's going to get ugly, then I'm telling you, NEAR is going to get very ugly as well. Very surprisingly, NEAR is only down 3.7% as of the time of recording this. Bitcoin's down about 3.6. Do I think that's going to continue holding up? If Bitcoin decides to have a mass capitulation down to 25, and more specifically my price target of 22, no I don't. I do think NEAR will capitulate against Bitcoin. Even if you're not interested in the NEAR BTC pair, it seems pretty obvious, at least in my opinion, that NEAR USD is capitulating. So we have one last level of support, and I'm going to wrap up the video here because it's pretty simple. We really do not have volume traded below here. You can see there has been no volume traded beneath this candle, beneath this horizontal ray since the 2nd of September 2021. So we've been above this for quite some period of time, and we are now coming down to it. And like I said, this is not volume traded. I mean, obviously we've gone up for like a week or two, but these are straight lines up. We have not built out support. No, I do not think these little kind of stair steps on the way up are going to be significant areas of support whatsoever. So 786, keeping it very simple for you. This is your macro 786. This is literally the most important level. If Bitcoin capitulates, I know this is a NEAR video, but if Bitcoin capitulates another couple of thousand and NEAR manages to capitulate below $5.56, like I said, there is no volume traded beneath here. A break below here as well would mean you are coming back down to your absolute lows. You would, I mean, it's not price discovery to the downside, but at least in local terms, you would be in price discovery to the downside. Obviously, much lower lows down here. There is support built out on the floor around about $1.56. Interestingly enough, the bear flag price target that we've got when we extrapolate this is all the way down here. And what's also interesting about this is from this low to this high, you've got a 1.618 Fibonacci here. This is where I previously predicted that we were going to be moving down to. This was a 37% drop that I was saying that I think, in my opinion, we're going to come down to. But also the 2.618 between $1.56 and $1.34, which is, yeah, basically that encompasses the lows from all the way back down here in July of 2021. It encompasses the 2.618 Fibonacci, which is in the middle of this green box, and it encompasses the price target of this, whether you want to call it a bear flag if you're looking at it on the daily time frame, on the closers. Actually, no, it's definitely a bearish pennant. Either way, price target's the exact same. Keep an eye on $5.56. There is literally no other target that I've got in mind. You know, I could say this micro 786. I really don't think that is any level of significant importance now that Bitcoin is capitulating. This is the level to watch. Keep your eyes on $5.55. If we do capitulate below there, it's not going to look good. First price target on the breakdown would be a 37% drop to 377. The full price target, you know, let's say we come all the way down to this bear flag, this would be a 77.77% drop. Absolutely brutal. I'm not necessarily predicting that. However, at this moment in time, you know me, if you've been watching my altcoin videos, I've been bearish on altcoins for the past couple of weeks. There's been a lot of moon boys still jumping into altcoins for the past couple of weeks. I've been very, very vigilant, saying altcoins are going to break down against both Bitcoin and the US dollar. And it looks like we could be at that inflection point where we're going to see if we are going to capitulate. I think we are. Let me know what you think of that down below. I wish you the best of luck if you are still trading these altcoins, even though I personally do not think it's a good idea. Like I said, my trading plan at this moment in time, while Bitcoin is in this kind of last capitulation phase, is to buy Bitcoin. Until Bitcoin comes down to 22,000, which I think it is, I don't even have altcoins on my mind. So that's all I've got. 555, that is the price to hold. Best of luck, cowboy out. Peace.